Hello and welcome to podcast name of Siam Center Law Group with me, host's name. Today we will discuss an interesting topic related to criminal law, specifically defamation in cases where the name or image of the person being accused is not mentioned. This is a question that many might wonder about, especially in the age of social media, where everyone can freely express their opinions. But how far does that freedom extend? We will dive deeper into this issue. What is defamation? First, let's understand the term defamation. According to Section 326 of the Criminal Code of Thailand, defamation refers to the act of imputing false statements about someone to a third party in a manner that could harm their reputation, cause contempt, or make them hated. This means that if we post or speak false statements that damage someone's reputation, it could be considered defamation. But the important question is, if we do not mention the name or show the image of the person being accused, does the statement still constitute defamation? Relevant case law. There are interesting precedents from the Supreme Court on this matter. For example, in a case where a post was made on Facebook without directly naming anyone, the court considered whether the statement had characteristics that would allow the general public to understand who it referred to. If the statement could be linked to a specific person, the poster could be found guilty of defamation. The Supreme Court has laid out the following criteria. The posted statement must have characteristics that could damage someone's reputation, cause contempt, or make them hated. It must be possible to identify who it refers to, even if the name is not mentioned directly. If the statement contains characteristics that the general public could understand as referring to someone, it may constitute defamation. However, if the post lacks distinctive features or the general public cannot figure out who it refers to, the court may rule that it is not defamation. Legal conclusion. From these precedents, we can summarize the key principles regarding defamation in cases where the name or image of the person being accused is not mentioned. If the statement does not mention a name or display an image, but has characteristics that allow the general public to understand who it refers to, it could still be considered defamation. If the statement lacks clarity or distinctiveness, and the general public cannot understand who it refers to, it will not be considered defamation. Posting on social media, even without naming someone, could still be defamation if it can be linked to a specific person. Legal recommendations. Finally, here are some legal recommendations for everyone. For the victim, if you believe you have been defamed, you should check if the post is clear enough that the general public can identify that it refers to you. If it is not clear enough, it may not be possible to pursue a defamation case. For the poster, if you wish to criticize someone, be careful not to use language that could cause misunderstandings and avoid using characteristics that would make it clear who you are referring to. For lawyers and those interested in the subject, you should study Supreme Court rulings further to understand how the court interprets these cases and use this as a guide to provide legal advice to clients. That concludes our discussion on the defamation charge in cases where the name or image of the person being accused is not mentioned. We hope this information will be useful to you. Don't forget to follow podcast name from Siam Center Law Group in the next episode. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.